third quarter he took one shot but had 5 assists and you guys scored 34 points. Is that kind of the way forward for this right now, like to just get up as much as possible? And
hell no. That was a good brand of basketball, but it's not how I want to play, of course. I mean, I'm only 23. I don't want to just be passing the ball all night. You feel me? Them doubling me definitely. It's like, bro, what is going on? Like, so yeah, I be trying to figure it out, man. But then when I get double and give it up, and then go to the corner and make it seem like I'm just like, all right, boom, the double team won. So like I don't know what to do, honestly.
So this season, a lot of the talk around Anthony Edwards has been how much he does not like double teams. He's made it painfully clear. He has numerous quotes talking about his dislike for double teams. Now, earlier this season when he first started facing the double teams, a lot of his frustration was that he just doesn't like to pass the ball. He doesn't want to be forced to pass the ball. He even has a quote where he says, I'm only 23. I don't want to just be passing the ball all night. But the way that teams have been guarding him, he's been forced to, right? So last month in December, he only averaged 20 points a game. And that's when he reached peak levels of frustration. So now reports have come out that he actually turned to Michael Jordan and asked him for advice on how to deal with double team. If you're somebody who's getting double team, there's pretty much 2 ways that you can go. You can learn how to pass out of them and make plays for your teammates, or you can take the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant approach and shoot over the double team. Reports are that he spoke to Michael Jordan, and since speaking to Michael Jordan in the month of January, he's been averaging 30 points a game. So we see what route he took. A lot of people hearing that. Some people, if you never watched Michael Jordan play, you don't even have to watch his games. If you just seen Michael Jordan highlights, you should know that he did face double teams, right? He got double all the time, especially when he was younger. Now, my initial thought when I saw this was that I'm not sure if Michael Jordan is the best person to ask, simply because the things he can do against a double team is not what the average person can do, right? Michael Jordan can see a double team. He could jump high enough to shoot over it. He was super quick, so he could split the double team, run around the double team. Like, Michael Jordan could beat a double team. And also, just the places that Michael Jordan would get double teamed are different than the places on the court that Anthony Edwards gets double teamed, especially as a lot of times he's a primary ball handler. But clearly, whatever Jordan told him has been working. I'm not going to give Jordan all the credit. I'm sure that coaching has come into play. Because, again, a lot of the reason that Michael Jordan was also successful later in his career against a double team, the reason Kobe was successful against double teams, Shaq was successful against double teams, because they all played for Phil Jackson. And the triangle offense is designed to have a primary scorer who's going to draw a double team, and then there are specific actions that happen once that double team comes, where it comes from, what area on the court the ball is in, just all of those things, right? So initially I was like, it's probably not the best person to ask. But clearly the advice has been working. He's averaging 30 since then. And it's something that he has to just get used to. I'm listening to Gil's Arena podcast, and they made a great point in that at the end of the day, being the superstar that you are, being the number one option, that comes with the territory, right? All the best players on every team get double team. Bron get double team. Kobe got double team. KD got double team. Jordan, like literally everybody, all the greats get double team. How you respond to it, though, is the true teller of how you'll play against it, right? So if the double team is coming and all you do is complain about it, you're going to just be frustrated until you accept the fact that you're going to get double and you learn how to practice against it. Learn how to manipulate the players on the court so that, one, it makes it harder for them to double team, but if the double team does come, you can make a play easily or your teammate will be wide open simply because you do something simple. Hey, cut through, or you stand over there. Now if they double, watch what happens, right? There's stories from Iman Shumpert, and he'll talk about how LeBron James will basically dare the defense to double team him. He told about how he'll point to the defender and say, hey, listen, if he take one step in this direction, I want you to cut back door. And he'll dare you. And he's going to play a game of chicken. Are you going to come double team or not? If you don't come double team, I'm going to get this bucket. And if you do, he's going to cut back door and we're going to score. Those are the things, right? So what Jordan told him maybe was, how to attack. Maybe attack someone's head, how to score on a double team. I think if he wants to just be super great, he does also need to ask the Luka Doncic, the LeBron James, the primary ball handlers, what they do when they get doubled as well. That would make Anthony Edwards super unstoppable. But for the people who feel like he's soft or, he needs to stop complaining, remember he's young. He's a young player. He hasn't experienced this yet. I'm not necessarily upset with it. There is just a certain mentality that you can have. Like, I know a lot of people think about that video of Devin Booker in the summer when the double team comes, and he's like, no, we don't do that. We're not double teaming the pickup. But then there's also clip, and they asked Kobe, did you get double teamed in summer? And he said, yeah. And I would tell him they need to bring another.
Hey, bro, we not doubling an open gym, bro.
Was people double teaming you during pickup?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And what do you think about? Like,
say you got to send another one. Straight up. Yeah, you got to send another one, man.
Straight up.
The different mentality you can have, hopefully that's the main thing Jordan helped him with, was the mentality that he has as far as his approach to double teams. And also just being prepared to play against it. Like, from now on for the rest of his career, his training shouldn't just be one-on-one or one-on-zero moves. Let's work on scoring on this double all summer. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that he has to do. I think him going through what he's going through right now, all he's doing is getting all the film, all the footage he needs to go back and break it down. Because at the end of the day, all the answers are in the film. So whatever he needs to do to figure it out is on film. Every day, I'm sure that his scoring is going up also because he gets to sit back, go back, watch the film, see what happened, and say, okay, I can score from there. Maybe if I sprint and transition here, I can not even have to deal with the double team. You know, I pass the ball early, get it back in this spot, double team won't be there. Certain things, just little things you can do to stop a double team. And that just works with your coaching staff, your teammates. All that's going to play a part. So, again, after speaking to Jordan, he's averaging 30. So, something worked. Like I said, he also needs to talk to passers and see how they deal with double teams. But I think Anthony Edwards is going to be fine. And, you know, if he struggles, he struggles. But this is only going to make him stronger and be a much better player at the end of the day.